Hello everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today is Thursday, January 30th. Currently it's 39 degrees. High today is going to be 58 degrees. And then I think day after tomorrow it's supposed to get up to like 61 or 62. So that's amazing. Chance of rain 26%. I think it's even more tomorrow. Winds at 1 mile per hour. My infusion is today. I went for my blood work yesterday, and I go at 10:30 for my infusion. So it just seems to roll around so fast, you know. And I usually make a video when I'm there. It just depends on what's going on, but the nurses, they all know I make a video every time. You know, they don't mind it a bit. And I just try not to infringe on anybody's, privacy. Because you're in pretty close quarters where they have it right now. They told me, I don't know, there used to be a much bigger room that had just like dividers, like, just the, like screens or whatever. They look like, something like a shower curtain or something they put in between you, and each little place had its own TV and stuff, and it was probably room for 40 people at least in there, having different things done, chemo and this and that. And I don't know if it was because of COVID, maybe because of COVID, since you were kind of close together. They had to space us apart, I think, when COVID first started in there. And then they moved us into a smaller room that only can hold, it's only got 5 places in it for people. But they said that they were fixing up the place where we used to have it done, and that it was going to be really nice. So we'll see. I kind of liked it at the hospital. I don't really wouldn't want to go there now with all the flu and COVID that's in there and stuff. But I liked it over there because you got your own little room. I didn't have to worry about, someone sitting next to me here and trying to sleep maybe. And if that's why I talk in a low, not a whisper, but as low as I can. I don't want to bother anybody. A lot of them sleep. The pre-meds they give me makes me sleepy because Benadryl is one of the things they give you. So anyway, let's see. So I got that going on today, and then my darn colonoscopy thing is going to be. I not even every time I think of it, I about get anxiety. Since I have an ostomy and stuff, it's more like you're having to be admitted more like for surgery than like a colonoscopy. When I had the regular one done before I had all this happen to me, just did it at the GI at his office. They had a place. But for mine, I guess because if something went wrong or anything like that, I'd be in the hospital and they'd be able to help. I hope there's going to be smooth, but the last time I had one done this way, it was terrible. It was terrible. It hurt me really bad here where my stoma and stuff is, really bad. So I'm hoping that maybe that'll be a little better than the one that did it then, and not cause that much trauma to it. So anyway, it's like I said, I get anxiety. I try not to think about it at all. I had an anxiety attack last night, just hit me all of a sudden, and I just started cleaning. Started cleaning stuff, swept the hallway and stuff, and got my mind off of it, and it soon went away. Prayed and everything like that, and after a while it went away. So I've had so much done to me and so many operations at this hospital that when I go there for anything, I have anxiety just pulling in the parking lot and then walking through the front doors and stuff. It does it almost every time, you know. So, enough of that. We'll get through it. You know, God'll help me through it, and all my friends and you all. Okay, so let's see. So then tonight, I'm gonna have probably like something easy to fix, and it's this ultimate cheeseburger. Let's see, we never did have this. Last time we kept having different things, and I left the hamburger meat in the fridge too long. Had to throw it away. So this time, we're definitely going to have it. I'm not switching what we're having tomorrow, unless it was an emergency or something. You're going to have this and some green beans. I don't know if you really need any bread with all the carbs in the... I wonder how many carbs are in the pasta. Or if it even says here. Okay, makes about 1 cup. Per 1 cup prepared, 27 grams of carbs, 10%. It wouldn't be that bad to have some bread, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll have any or not. We got those Red Lobster biscuits, the cheddar, garlic, I think they are. We got some of those. I thought would probably be good with it. But we'll see. I'll probably have a video, like I was saying, from that, unless something happens and I can't do it. Okay, so we'll have the ultimate cheeseburger, mac, and green beans, maybe something else. I don't know what yet. And let's see what the jokes look like today. My boyfriend and I broke up. He wanted to get married. I didn't want him to. He wanted to marry somebody else, I guess, is what you're saying. What? Hold on just a minute, everybody. Okay. A lawyer named Strange passed away. His friends asked the tombstone maker to inscribe on his tombstone, "Here lies Strange, an honest man and a lawyer." The inscriber insisted that such an inscription would be confusing, for a passerby would tend to think that 3 men were buried under the stone. However, he suggested an alternative. He would inscribe, "Here lies a man who is both honest and a lawyer." That way, whenever anyone walked by that tombstone and read it, they would be certain to remark, "That's strange." Okay, and our thought of the day is from Abraham Maslow. Never heard of him. You will either step forward into growth or you will step back into safety. Okay. And let's see what we got today for trivia time. I saw one. I don't know if this is all about like different wars or not, though. It says history. Take quiz. Okay. Britain, France, and Turkey fought which country in the Crimean War? USA, Spain, Russia, Japan. Britain, France, and Turkey. Okay. I'm going to say Russia. I thought so. I mean, I've read about this before. The Crimean War was fought from October 1853 to February 1856, in which Russia lost an alliance of the Ottoman Empire, France, the United Kingdom, and Piedmont, Sardinia. The immediate cause of the war involved the rights of Christian minorities in Palestine. Okay, they're just going into a bunch of why it was going on. What was the main type of combat during World War I? Trench warfare, guerrilla tactics, urban warfare, cavalry assaults. They did have cavalry, definitely, in World War I. But I wouldn't think that it would have been... I don't think they would have a bunch of them, like, doing assault. I just don't think that would have worked. Maybe in the Civil War, they did. because they were still like standing across from each other, shooting at each other. Basically, is what they would do. The enemy would line up across a field. You'd line up across the field. Hopefully, you'd have some kind of rocks or something maybe to kind of hide behind. But they just stand up and just shoot at each other. I mean, that's, I don't know. You know, you've seen it on TV, and you're like, why do they do that? They just hide behind something and shoot at each other. Don't just stand there looking at each other, shooting at each other. That's so that would just amount to whoever has the most soldiers would win, because they wouldn't be all killed by the time it was over with. Just stand behind each other. Okay, let's see. I think it was trench warfare. They dug all kinds of trenches. Yeah. It's trench. During World War I, trench warfare was a defensive military tactic used extensively by both sides, allowing soldiers some protection from enemy fire, but also hindering troops from readily advancing and thus prolonging the war. Yeah, they just have like a standoff or something after a while, and then just take pot shots at each other and stuff, because nobody could get an upper hand unless you had some kind of cannons, maybe might help. The killing of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914 led to which conflict? World War II, World War I, Spanish Civil War, Russo-Japanese War. Franz Ferdinand. Okay. I think the name is the only thing I've got to go by, because I'm not for sure about this. World War I was already going on. So I'm going to say the Spanish Civil War. Kind of sounds like a Spanish name. No, it is World War I. I thought World War I started in like 1911 or something, though. Okay, I didn't. I'll learn something here. Tensions in the Balkans came to a head on June 28, 1914, following the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the Austro-Hungarian heir by, I can't even read these. But I thought that I thought it started before that, okay? But obviously not. So it's World War I. What battle marked the final defeat of Napoleon, leading to his exile? I was just watching that movie, that show Pawn Stars, or is that the one with the bald-headed guy and his family and stuff, or his son's in it with him, Corey? I hadn't watched it in years, but I was watching it, and some guy came in and tried to sell a death mask of Napoleon. You know, back then they made death masks as one reason was for identification. Is before pictures, I believe, before you and stuff. That's what they were saying on that. Anyway, it turned out to be a reproduction. The guy was trying to get like $120,000 for it. And you could see a place had been chipped off, had plaster underneath it. They may have made the original ones. He said that they were, they made a bunch of them. So I don't think the original one would be in that condition, probably. Battle of Waterloo, Battle of Trafalgar, Battle of Saratoga, Battle of Verdun. I really haven't heard, I think I've heard of Battle of Saratoga, but the only one I can think of would be Battle of Waterloo was his last one. Yes, the Battle of Waterloo marked the final defeat of Napoleon on June 22, 1815. 4 days after losing the conflict, Napoleon abdicated as Emperor of France for the second and last time, and was later exiled to St. Helena. Okay, doesn't say anything about when he died, making the mask. Which of these wars occurred during George Washington's lifetime? 30 Years' War, American Civil War, American Revolutionary War, World War I. I kind of doubt he was around for Civil War or World War One. I know I've heard about the 30 Years' War, but I don't think that's, unless this is a trick question and that happened during his lifetime. But I would think it would be the American, did I say it? Even the 30 Years' War, American Revolutionary War, American Civil War, World War One. I'm thinking, you know, it's got to be the Revolutionary War, yes. In 1775, before the American Revolutionary War, George Washington, who was appointed commander of the Continental Army. Which European nations were involved in the 100 Years' War? France and England, Italy and Spain, Germany and Russia, Poland and Hungary. 100 Years' War. 100 years? I don't think England, I don't know. I'm going to go with Italy and Spain. No, it is France and England. 100 years. The 100 Years' War was an intermittent struggle between France and England in the 14th to 15th century. That's a long time. What country was France's greatest enemy during the Napoleonic Wars? Austria, Russia, Spain, Britain. I don't really know for sure. I want to say Russia. No, it's Britain. Okay, let's see what this says. Between 1793 and 1815, under the rule of King George III, the Kingdom of Great Britain was the most constant of France's enemies. Wow. The storming of the Bastille was the flashpoint of what period? French Revolution, American Revolution, Industrial Revolution, Middle Ages. I want to think it's the French Revolution. That's right. The storming of the Bastille occurred in Paris, France on 14 July 1789. The Bastille then represented royal authority in the center of Paris. During which war did the Battle of Columbia take place? I'm not for sure about this. Cold War, World War I, American Civil War, World War II. Battle of Columbia. The Cold War is not really like, I don't think, doesn't mean that it's a real war, but it was just, you know, wasn't like a regular war, you know what I'm saying. But I don't know, I don't think it's a Civil War. I'm going to say Cold War just because I don't know. No, it is the Civil War. The Battle of Columbia was a series of military actions that took place on November 24 to 29, 1864 in Maury County, Tennessee, as part of the Franklin-Nashville campaign of the American Civil War. I'd never heard of that one, so I just learned something there. One more. What historic event caused Marie Antoinette's demise? World War I, 7 Years' War, French Revolution, and American Revolution. Marie Antoinette, did they chop her head? So I would say French. That's right. Queen of France before the French Revolution, Marie Antoinette is famous for being overthrown by revolutionaries and being publicly guillotined following the abolition of monarchy in France. Okay, I ended up with 6 right and 4 wrong today. Definitely learned some stuff I just didn't know, you know. So I'm glad I got them, and even if I got them wrong, I learned something for sure. So I hope you enjoyed Trivia Time and Morning Coffee Break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Check out my infusion video if I'm able to make one today later on, everybody. Bye, everyone, and God bless.